Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Otaku Phoenix here, and today I'm going to be explaining Zeref Dragnew's cause of Anxeram, or the cause of contradiction, and whatever you want to call it. For something that's the main focus of Fairy Tail, not a lot of people really understand how it works and how people get it. And I have a lot of free time on my hand, and I was really bored, so I did. So let's get into it.
Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be capping like a snitch, no thoughts, no step, 2 hoes, 10 toes, new guap, on banks, new whip, new chips, new kicks, straight check, she bad bitch, no bag. I just hit another liquor, she be counting all rest, and I be feeling hella rich, no Brian, let's step, about to make another hit, God, bitch, in my life.
The Black Mage Zeref Dragnew, the strongest, most powerful, most evil wizard in human history. One who was so evil, he incurred the wrath of the very gods themselves. Zeref Dragnew was afflicted by the curse of contradiction for making mockery of the laws and life and death. This curse spreads about a black miasma that takes the life of all it touches. It takes this a step further as the curse obeys one true principle: the more one loves, the more lives the curse shall steal away. The curse can actually be controlled. However, true to its name as the curse of contradiction, in order to control it, one must first cast off all emotion completely. Therefore, in order to save the ones you love, you must not love them completely. It is truly a terrible affliction that one would never want upon them. It even robs the afflicted of their mind and emotions, causing them to swiftly lose all meaning. It is known as Anxeram's black magic in name, but in truth it is similar to curse power in the sense that it draws its energy from negative emotions itself. Long ago, there was the original source of magic, the one true magic which stems from love. However, Zeref figured out that the opposite must apply as well, power that stems from anger and hatred. Using his curse of Anxeram as a basis, he developed his curse power. That is the Black Mage Zeref. But why exactly was Zeref cursed in the first place? Well, you see, Fairy Tail has a unique branch of magic which are commonly known as the Black Art. These are special magic spells that require a sacrifice to use as they reach the realm of the gods, and as such, one must pay a price in order to incur their power. The first example we have of someone using black arts truly is Altia Milkovich. Not with her regular magic Time of Arc, as that only manipulates the time of inanimate objects. During the Eclipse Gate arc, several of Altia's allies died in battle, and Altia made use of the forbidden black art Last Ages in order to rewind time for everyone, including living things. But the price for this spell was that her life will be shaved away as she uses it. Luckily, her sacrifice is what led her allies to victory in the first place. Another example we have is Grateful Buster and his spell Lost Eye Shell, which freezes time for the target permanently. But as a price, the caster is erased from the memories of everyone he has ever known, and his existence itself shall disappear as well. Though there are rare exceptions, like the Maria Yesta, who descends from a land that was chosen to represent the god of time, Kronos. As such, she can manipulate time freely, especially with her god takeover soul, which allows Kronos' soul to possess her and give her more of his power. As far as we know, the Maria is the only character in Fairy Tail who can freely use the power of a god without any consequences. But back to Zeref. What makes Zeref so special that he needed to be cursed in the first place? Well, Zeref was trying to find a way to resurrect his younger brother Natsu Dragnew. He achieved something that was thought to be completely impossible. But first, let me ask you, why wasn't Altia caused by Anxeram even though she tampered with life? Simple, she paid the price. And in all honesty, in Fairy Tail, death surpasses time and space. As shown in the Eclipse arc, even if one changes the past to save a person's life, they would still be dead in a timeline. In otherwise, there would be no need to change the past in the first place. There is still a timeline where those characters they die. As such, Anxeram still has the dead, so it doesn't really need to go after them. But why wasn't Zeref called for creating the Eclipse Gate, which is a literal portal through time, while everyone else was? Simple, Zeref found a loophole. By using celestial spirits energy to power the gate, celestial spirits dwell in a different world that is not bound by our laws of time and space. As such, by using their energy, it allowed him to bypass time and space, not incurring the wrath of the god of time. But the real coup de grace was the creation of the demons of the books of Zeref, the creation of artificial independent life. This truly broke the laws of the most sacred thing in fairy tale, death itself, and he even went a step further apart from creation, resurrection. Though he ended up killing Natsu later, but we're not gonna talk about that. Bro was not in a good mood. But this breaking of the laws without any sacrifice whatsoever is truly what scared Anxeram. Now let's move on to our second example, the first guild master of fairy tale, Mavis Vermilion. It has long since been a mystery as to why exactly Mavis was cursed, but I finally found an answer. Let us go back to the founding days of fairy tale. Eurydice and Makaro's father was caused by the 10-year-old Jade to have his soul ripped out of his body and possess the skeleton of a dragon and become corrupted and a rampaging monster. Mavis, in order to save Yuri, casted a black magic spell taught to her by Zeref known as Law, a divine light which judges its victim and decides their fate. As such, Mavis judged who should live and who should die and was cursed for it. But why exactly is this being cursed? I mean, people kill themselves in fairy tale all the time. Well, it's not what she did per se, it's how she did it and the fact that she paid no sacrifice for it. It's not the same as in other anime like Naruto where you use energy to kill themselves. Law is a divine light. Just being in that light judges who lives and dies. It doesn't cause physical damage to the opponent. By bathing in that light, you literally judge the lifespan. If they die instantly, how long would that person live? This is why Zeref warned Mavis against using it incompletely, because as such you are replacing Anxeram in deciding a person's fate. You are deciding how long that person will live or how long will die. But the true reason why she was cursed was not even for deciding who lived and died. It was because Law is a black art spell, one that reaches the domain of the gods and as such demands a sacrifice. The reason why Mavis's first law was incomplete was because she paid no sacrifice whatsoever. Therefore, she did not appease the god, the same way Zeref resurrected the dead and didn't appease the god in any way. That is why Mavis was cursed. This is why Mavis later on figured out, without Zeref's guidance, that fairy tale must drain out of the caster's life and should be judged by their emotions, not they themselves, so that the god is not only appeased but is not even angered in the first place, freeing the caster from the chances of getting cursed by Anxeram. By adding these conditions, Mavis has finally perfected the law. This is why when doing the Alvarez arc, as Zeref saw Makarov casting the spell, he identified it as his own, because that was actually the complete law. Mavis just changed the name because she figured it out on her own. In short, the main reason they are cursed is not because they broke the law or casted a black spell in the first place. It's because they paid no sacrifice. Anyway guys, that's all I got for today. Like and subscribe and I'll see you all next time. Peace.